So welcome back to another video, and my name is Glenn, and in today's video we're going to be looking at the 1943 Australian penny. So this is actually a high mintage year because pretty much we're in the Second World War, and generally, well not generally, in war times there's actually more of a demand for coinage. It's just the way it is. Now the reason why they probably would have minted so many coins is there are a lot of soldiers from the US and other countries coming in and out of Australia. They would have taken currency out and that would have had to be replaced. And also because there would have been a lot more people in Australia, currency demand would have been up. So they would have actually need to issue more coins. And so they actually did. They started that in 1941. And this is the result. So we have 3 different mints that actually minted coins. We have the Indian coin. So this actually has a different type of kangaroo. They suggest that the kangaroo was changed to suit the actual minting abilities of the Indian mint, or the Indian who actually designed the coin and engraved it wasn't actually familiar with the actual kangaroo. Then we have the Melbourne Mint. So this one doesn't have the dot behind the penny. And then we have the Perf Mint. So this one has a small dot behind the penny. And don't get it confused with the Indian. It has a dot before and after penny. And they're actually quite big dots. And you can see that the actual style of minting is actually also a bit different. This one's actually well designed, well struck, and well executed. This one's quite poor. It looks like it didn't have enough pressure on it, so the design is actually quite light. And you can see on all the other Perf pennies that are up here. We'll go through those anyway. So let's have a look at these Perf pennies close up, and we'll see. You can see they're actually quite lightly struck. When we compare it with the Indian penny, you can see the actual border of the actual kangaroo is actually quite defined. So that had a lot of more pressure than the Perf penny. As you can see, even though this is a bit circulated, still shouldn't have so much of the actual design. Pretty vague. So, and on the other side as well, it's probably in fine condition. Another one in fine condition. Same result. That's probably more like VF because I can see a lot more of the hair. And here's a F condition. F condition. So the Perf Mint actually had a mintage of 33,086,000 coins. So that's actually quite a lot. It's the highest minted penny to date. There are other pennies like the 1950 Melbourne, 36 million. And then we have to go into the 60s to get even higher, like 1964 with 54 million for the Perf. So after the Second World War, penny mintages actually decreased until about 1948. Yeah, because there's actually so many in circulation. And these you probably would have found up until 1966. So this one has a bit of a tone there. And as you can see, it has a lamination floor on it. So that is what they call an error. And you can see this one has a ghosting on the actual coin, so it's the image of the King George coming through on that coin. Also has a lamination floor there. And if we look at this one, you can see the actual ghosting quite clearly. So you can see the top of his head. So you can see the top of his head here, and you can see the actual neck. So it's quite clear ghosting. And that's just where the impression of the actual obverse of the coin has been impacted on the reverse of the actual die. So it's just two dies actually clashing with each other. And I'm surprised that the kangaroo is actually quite clear as well. So there's a lamination problem on that coin too. Then we have the actual Melbourne and Perf Mint. You can see the only difference really is the actual dot after penny. This one has no dot, but they're all pretty much the same. So these dies are probably minted in Melbourne and sent over to Perf. That's just from what I've read anyway. And on this side, you can see VF condition. And if you compare it with the Indian coin, you can see that on this one the kangaroo is more gracile, so more delicate, and this one's more robust. Robust just means it has more muscle and thicker bones. KG's definitely you can see KG on that one. And the date is also different. So the fonts used is actually different. So everything's just different on this coin, so it's definitely engraved in India. And underneath the head we have I. So for the Indian coins, there are actually two different varieties as well. So this one looks like the small denticle variety, but we'll have a look on. There's been a few sold on eBay, so denticles are these. These are small denticles. They're actually a lot more common, and then there's a long denticle. Long denticle comes out a bit more per millimeter, a bit more, and they're actually a bit more expensive. And this one has a mintage of 9 million, so not really a rare coin. 9 million is actually quite a lot of coins. Then we have the Melbourne, which has a mintage of 11,107,000. So none of these are actually very rare to get. And in this condition, you're probably paying about $1 or $2. If you want a coin in uncirculated, probably talking about $50. And then the prices are pretty similar for each of these varieties as you go into their separate grades. So this one probably about $1, not really worth that much. Also pretty common if you want a coin from the 40s. 1946 is the one to actually get. And there you go, I just dropped that coin. Some people go, no, you dropped the coin, don't do that. Save the coin from hell. Anyway, so that is what we are going to look for. Is I'll show you some websites. Actually, I'll just show you two. So we've got this one. Okay, so triton.vg. And this one has information on the actual coins. It's a very good site. And if we go down, okay, here we have an image of the large denticles on the Bombay and the smaller denticles. So you can see this one, it has a reference. So Perf 43, Bombay 4F, and this is a 4E. And the denticles are actually longer. And this one says they're scarce but not rare. So if we have a look at eBay's sold items, we can see here we go. This one is a long denticle, $20. The other coin, $2. Yeah, just a normal. That one is Perf. Then we have a lamination problem for $10. Then we have a group of them. Here's another long denticle, $20. So a long denticle, you could probably pay about $20 for it. I haven't actually got any from any of my searches, which makes me sad. Then we have just a normal one. That's a Melbourne. I had a look at that before. Then another one. Oh, this is in pretty poor condition. Pay $6? No. I definitely wouldn't pay $6 for that. Wouldn't pay 50 cents. Another one. $2. Yeah, probably a bit over. Another one. This is a Melbourne. 25. Extra fine? Is it extra fine? So look at this here. Oh yeah, EF. No, I'd probably say VF for that. So whoever actually purchased that one definitely lost money. Just be careful with what you're buying out there, people. I try, and the photo's pretty bad on that one. I try and give some good information or factual information. 1943, Melbourne. As I said, 11 million. So yeah, this is definitely not VF. $2. Yeah, about $1 of postage. Yeah, so that's all right. Another. So this is a small denticle for $14. EF, you reckon? I wouldn't actually trust any grades. You reckon? Nah, I'd say that's VF. Probably F to VF. Nah, $14, definitely not. Even the catalogue EF 25 or VF 5. So, yeah. I think I'll just stick with buying bulk lots like this. You're more likely to find something that's really actually good than buying an individual coin. Unless you want to actually, you find something good, or you just want that coin for your collection. Some people actually put these in folders. Here you go. This one's actually nice. Indian, small denticles. $20. Looks in pretty good condition actually. That one probably almost uncirculated. EF. Don't know, need better images of the actual coin. So anyway, these are the coins you actually want to get. Anyway, here I'll leave the video. I hope this helps you out with coin collecting and just collecting pennies, what to find, and also what you shouldn't actually collect. And let's say thank you very much. I'll leave some links down below. And have an awesome coin and banknote collecting time. Thank you and goodbye.